This is Chris Kelly with your Peak Fitness Foundation Conditioning Workout A. Now for Workout A, we're performing what is called a time circuit. With a time circuit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 4 exercises. I'm going to ask you to perform each exercise back to back for 8 reps each. With this, you're going to set a clock from anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes and perform each exercise for 8 reps back to back for as many times or as many rounds as possible in 8 to 12 minutes. The idea is, if you get 3 rounds in 8 minutes in week 1, you're in pretty good shape. If you get 6 or 7 rounds in week 3 of that circuit, you're in better shape because you're packing more work into the same amount of time. So really that's the purpose of this. And with this, what I'm going to do is give you a couple choices for the 4 exercises. We have a pushing category of exercises, a pulling category of exercises, a leg exercise, and a what we call metabolic exercise. So I'm going to give you 3 exercises for each of those categories, and with each workout, just pick a different exercise or a different combination of exercise to help to keep your body guessing and to keep that adaptation moving along. So our first exercise for our pushing category is a push-up. All right, with a push-up, you can start anywhere from the floor here. Okay, and what I'm doing here is I'm keeping my back flat. I'm lowering slowly to the ground, pausing at the bottom for 1 or 2 seconds, coming up, pausing at the top. If you find that you're leading with your chest, or you're arching or dipping your back, you're not able to come down with sufficient depth, you can move up to a higher surface like a bench or a step. Really the main thing here, your back stays flat throughout the movement, you're not arching excessively, and bringing everything down together. If you find you're not able to do it on a step, you can even come up to a wall. Again, the main thing is you're keeping your abs tight, you're up on your toes, you're coming up and down. Okay? Now our next exercise is a dip. Okay, now a bodyweight dip, again, you're just starting a step here. I'm starting kind of in the easier orientation with my knees bent, bringing my butt down to the ground and coming back up. In order to make this more difficult, what you can do is straighten your legs out, push up, and come down. The main indicator for this is whether or not you're feeling it in your arms versus your shoulders. If you find that you're having pain in your shoulders, I want you to bend your knees and again as well, maybe shorten the range of motion a little bit as well. That would also help. Now our last exercise for the pushing category is what is called an inchworm crawl. And the inchworm crawl just consists of coming up into a push-up position, crawling back towards the feet with the hands, pressing the heels down to the ground, and coming back into a push-up position. It's a very difficult exercise. You might need to segment it, meaning do 2, give it a small rest, finish up. But after you do your pushing exercise, we're going to move on to your pulling exercise. Now our first exercise for pulling is what is called a band pullback. All right, for the band pullback, I'm just looping the band around my hands here, simply pulling back. Trying to keep my shoulder blades down and back, pausing at the bottom for 1 or 2 seconds, and coming back. Our second exercise is what is called a band row. And with this, you would loop the band around a table leg or maybe a pole, come down into a half squat, shoulder blades down and back, and row. Okay, our third and final exercise is a bent over dumbbell row. Okay, for this, you're going to need a pair of light dumbbells, anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds would suffice. Slight bend over here or slight lean over. Just again, pulling into the pocket, pausing at the top for 1 or 2 seconds, 8 reps there. Alright, now for our leg exercise, we have several choices. Alright, our first exercise is a bodyweight squat. And for the bodyweight squat, I'm going to take a ball or something that I can utilize as a target to sit back onto. Okay, so I'm going to just place that there, keep it from rolling here. Stand over it, and just try to squat and get my butt down to the ball. Alright, the main thing is you're sticking your butt out, descending into a deep squat, and coming back up. Our next exercise would be a split squat. Okay, for the split squat, I'm getting into a split stance here. I'm dropping my back knee to the floor, and I'm coming back up. If you're having balance problems with the split squat, you can also hold onto a wall, drop it down, come back up. Our third and final exercise is a step up. All right, for the step up, I'm starting with a small step here. I'm simply stepping up and on. Main thing here is you get the foot all the way up before stepping on. I'm starting with a smaller step here. You can progress all the way up to maybe a chair or a table. The main thing is you're able to step all the way on for 8 reps on one side, keeping this foot up the whole time, then moving to the next side, keeping this foot up the whole time for 8 reps. Now our final exercise is what we call our metabolic exercise. This is a total body exercise to really get the heart rate up, Our first exercise can be performed either with a med ball or dumbbells, which is a squat to curl. Squat to curl, I'm just coming down into a squat, curling with the dumbbells, or curling with the med ball. Okay, so squat, curl. All right, our next exercise would be a med ball slam. So I'm taking the med ball, I'm using my whole body to slam it on the ground. I've got an 8-pound med ball here. You can go anywhere from maybe 3 to 12 pounds. Just make sure to use your body, really chop it down. Our last exercise is a med ball push press, coming down into a deep squat, pressing above my head. Once again, you just want to pick one exercise from each of those categories: push, pull, legs, metabolic. Perform each of those exercises back to back. Change that up with each workout, and that's your workout A.